welcome to my channel. My name is Kristyn if you haven't been here before. MyOpulence on Instagram if you came over from there. Today we're going to be talking about my foundation and contour and highlight routine. I don't do a lot. I keep it pretty simple. I still want to have something that's medium coverage, just kind of balance out my skin tone and add back some dimension into my face, and also a highlight is very important to me. I opted out of doing any eye makeup for this tutorial just because I really wanted to focus in on the skin, and I didn't want to sit here with some pretty eye look and distract you from what's going on my skin. So in a quick second we'll hop on over into the tutorial. Quick disclaimer, my hair looks different right now because I had to refilm my intro and outro. The footage just from the original tutorial wasn't working, so I look a little funny in the sense that I look different. But I hope you guys really enjoy, and thanks for watching. See ya. Hey, what's up? Let's jump into this. Oh my god, I'm so awkward, I'm sorry. Okay, so I start off with moisturizing my face. You can really use any moisturizer you want. And then I put a lip balm on my lips. This one's from Delilah Crane, and I really like it. It's Australian. And then I start off, I didn't film this because it's like hard to see, but I put an illuminating cream on my skin just to kind of add an extra level of dewiness. And then I take my Elcie foundation. I'm in the shade Porcelain, and I'm almost out, so the pump was not happy with me. I take about a pump and a half, and I dot it on my face to get equal coverage, just for a starting place. And then I will put a little oil on my sponge for multiple reasons. I have combination skin, so it's oily and dry in areas. I also live in Denver, which is one of the driest climates in the United States, so you really need to have that extra moisture for me. And it also helps sheer out the coverage to make sure I don't get too much in one spot. And I just like how it feels. As you can see, I'm patting the foundation in. I'm not really swiping. I'm patting until I get the coverage I want, and so that it's all balanced and equal, there's no splotchiness. Take my time with this, usually takes me 2 to 3 minutes. And then I make sure to blend down my neck, very important part. Even though this matches my skin almost perfectly, you still want to blend it down just to make sure you don't have any lines or whatever. I'm basically out of this concealer, it looks janky as hell, but this is the concealer I went for today. It's the same color as my skin tone. I also use like NARS or Urban Decay. It's really your own personal preference. I put this under my eyes, on my eyelids, because I use it as a primer, and then around my nose, and anywhere else where I'm like, I just want a little extra coverage. And I'll blend that in gently with a beauty blender, or Real Techniques beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it. Take a sip of my tea because it's delicious. This is my favorite powder ever. I've tried other powders and I just really like this one. I take it right on my sponge and I tap it on. I don't do any baking. I just, I get a healthy layer of powder on my face. Doing like a Nikkie tutorials. Nikkie tutorials, one time she was just like, I look up at the camera. I don't look in a mirror when I do this because I think it looks cuter. And I'm like, I'll try that. I put it along my smile lines. And I put it on my forehead, just anywhere that has possibility for creasing. And since this is also a brightening powder, it, kind of highlights. So this is my custom contour palette. This is what I go for every day. I have Anastasia, Lunatick Labs, and a SauceBox eyeshadow for a highlight. I take this brush and I take Anastasia Cream Contour in Fawn, which was that square one that had hit pan. And I just pat it on my face. I never swipe, I just pat it where I want the fullest cover, like pigmentation I guess, and then I slowly blend it out. And this is just like a really nice base for my contour. It's very subtle, but then once I go in with my powder contour, I feel like it adds a really nice effect. And I have less blending to worry about. It's just what I've realized works best for me because contouring is not by any means my forte, and I just like this finish. And since I'm still working with a cream, I go in with my sponge and I kind of blend it out. Now it's time for the powder contour. I take these two colors from Lunatick. I mix them together on this Zoeva contouring brush. I work in a C shape, so I'll put most of the color right at my temple and just kind of work it up and down. As you can see, it's really just watch what I'm doing. And I never go below the contour line I'm created, and I always blend it up, and that's how I get a, like, the darker edge without it looking too ridiculous, I guess. Do the same thing on my forehead. I also forgot to mention I put my brows on, so once I finish powdering my face, that's when I'll do my brows and my eyes. So I put my brows on just out of habit. And then I'm now going in with a blush. So I'll put the blush on the apple of my cheeks where I'll get the most pigmentation, and then I actually use whatever's remaining on that brush to kind of blend through my contour and just make sure everything is smooth, really. That's the finish I like. So this is the last part of my routine as far as my face is concerned. Highlighting. I actually go in 2 different highlights. I go in with this Laura Mercier one, which is stunning. I highly recommend it. I've never had any issues with it. You can build it up, you can go as far as you want with it, and you still won't look overdone. It's so natural and dewy. I love it. And then I go into the second highlight from SauceBox. It's actually an eyeshadow called Nikkie Beach, and I'll put that where I really, really want a pop of glow, on my cheekbones and on my nose. Just to recap, in case you missed that, so I highlight my cheekbones, I'll highlight my nose bridge and the tip of my nose, as well as my cupid's bow and a little bit on my forehead, but I only go in with the really pigmented highlight in areas that I really want to glow. So this is pretty much the end. I'll spray myself with a little bit of Fix Plus because that really makes the highlight pop in my opinion, and that's it. It's very medium coverage, natural, dewy, finish. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!